Today I'll be replacing the rear spring on my 2018 KTM 300XC. It'll be the same thing on a 2017. I got a bigger spring because I'm a little bit overweight and it should be better with this. I'll get the correct sag and hopefully it'll be better riding this. Let's get to it. On my old KTM 500 EXC 2014, I had a PDS, it was a shock, and I was able to remove the whole thing without disconnecting the swing arm. In this case, I need to remove the frame guard to get access to the bolt for the swing arm, so I can just disconnect it. That will give me enough clearance to remove the shock absorber. Need a 6mm socket for those two bolts and a pair of cutters for the tie wraps. Might as well clean the bike. It's dirty. One thing though, I always do this whenever I work on a bike or something else. I don't want to lose my bolts and they end up getting everywhere. So I always, if I can, I always put them back in the holes. So this way I'll know where they are and I won't lose them. Alright, so to remove the linkage, I'll need to remove the bolt and the fitting. That's a 13mm socket and a 17, I believe. Yep, 17. You need to lift the wheel a bit. It's easier to remove the bolt, otherwise there's too much pressure. That's tight. There you go. Now we can get a linkage out of the way. And the bottom part of the shock is loose. You take the top bolt off. Top bolt is 13mm, but I do need an extension to get there. Now for the swing arm, the bolt is on the left side of the frame. It's a 19mm socket. There you go, there's a nut. One thing I did not mention is that I did remove the chain from the rear sprocket. Otherwise it might be a bit tight and hard to work with to remove those bolts. So right now it's pretty loose. I can move everything around, and I should be able just to like pull on the whole swing arm to remove the shock absorber. It's giving me more clearance right here, so I can take this and pull it underneath as such. So that's it for the removal of the rear shock absorber. In my case, I'll take this to the workbench and I'll replace the spring with this newer one, which is thicker. Before I do that, I'll put all my bolts on my bike just in case something happens and I have to go. This way I won't forget where to go. Need to loosen this so I can unscrew the ring. Now the KTM tools from the 2014 model won't fit the 2017-18 and I believe 16 also. but it works. See, the spacing is slightly different, but I'll be able to unscrew it. Don't need to remove it all the way, just need to remove the tension from the spring. Oops. To remove the spring, I need to remove the retaining clip underneath. Don't think I need to compress the spring. If I do, I'll just use my little compressor tool. In order to remove this little ring, you need to tap it a bit because it might be stuck. So just be gentle. It doesn't need much. At least on mine, it didn't. Right, let me see if I can show you the, yeah, I can see it now, the ring. Trying to find the opening. Right, there it is. Might not be able to pick it up on camera, but there it is. That's it. Taking the ring out. And a spring. Now I just need to put it back together. To install, it's the other way around. Take this, stick it in, and then 1, 2, and I might need to compress it. Yeah, oh no, it'll be good. Just a screwdriver maybe to push it in, or I'll just see if I can screw it more, and I can't. Try my best. There you go, it's going in. Now, I'm not pushing hard with the screwdriver, I'm just helping the thing slightly. I'm not even applying pressure, it's just guiding it. It's in. So I'll tighten this a bit before I put on bike, because I have room right here on the bike. Sometimes it's a squeeze. So I'll do this, I'll lock the ring in place, and I'll install on the bike. Now the top and bottom bolts are calling for blue Loctite. Now I'm going to torque everything to spec on this bike. Right now I'm just making sure everything goes back in the right place. You might want to lift the wheel a bit, otherwise it might be painful to do this. Oops, it would be the other way around. I'll just go on the other side. I torqued my swing arm to 100 Newton meter, the link to 80, and 2 bolts holding the shock to 60 with blue Loctite. I'm just installing the frame guards. Need a bit of 2 tie wraps to finish it, and then I'll reinstall my chain on the rear sprocket before I can adjust my sag, and everything will be ready to go afterwards. The manual says that you need to remove the rear brake cylinder, and you don't have to. Yeah, it'll give you more play if you want, but I didn't pull on anything. Everything went fine without removing it, so that's one less thing to remove. So one less chance to lose something or strip a bolt. I'm almost ready to go. Thanks for watching.